Hello and welcome, all friends and devotees of yoga and Buddhism. I'm going to continue sharing treasures for those of my students who are interested in increasing wisdom or the treasures of wisdom. I run into a big discovery, folks, and it's time to share the spoil, sort of. These are the treasures of wisdom which have been disseminated by the great Venerable Master Xingyun. Master Xingyun is the founder of the Fo Guangshan, which is the largest Chinese Buddhist organization in the world. They've been all over the world building universities, giant temples, hundreds of them, and thousands of monks and nuns. Master Xingyun has done a tremendously great work in Buddhism. And in my study of Buddhism, I did a lot of research for decades until I ran into these treasures, which I'm now disseminating to you to help deepen your understanding of Buddhism. Without polishing, jade cannot become an ornament, Master Xingyun writes. Without polishing, jade cannot become an ornament. Without learning, people will not appreciate morals, according to the three-character classic. People are like jade and precious gems. We need to constantly polish ourselves by learning from one another through the exchange of views. We must keep molding ourselves so that we can be well-rounded. We must keep molding ourselves so that we can be well-rounded and mature. The following are some guidelines on how to sculpture ourselves. 1. Develop our wisdom. Wisdom is not just something spoken or written in books. True wisdom comes from within our mind. True wisdom comes from within our mind. In Buddhism, developing the wisdom of our mind field is called understanding one's mind and seeing one's nature. Once the wisdom of our mind field is developed with the manifestation of the great perfect mirror wisdom, we will be able to appreciate all phenomena of the universe in all their various forms and colors. Wisdom differs from worldly intelligence and cleverness. Therefore, wisdom is not sought from without, but only from within our mind. Once we have prajna wisdom, we can better understand the truth, Master Xingyun writes. 2. Be gentle in temperament. Some people have a hot temper and may insist they were born that way. There are also lazy people. There are also lazy people who self-righteously declare laziness is their birthright. Others may be greedy or enjoy fighting. However, our personality should never be violent or temperamental. We should not indulge in mood swings, doing whatever pleases us. We need to modify our disposition through molding ourselves and correcting our faults so that we can be in harmony with the rest of society and be accepted by others. The third golden treasure, the third golden key of these treasures which I encountered in my study of Buddhism from the great and most honorable Master, Venerable Master Xingyun. These are treasures I found in a collection in his Library of Wisdom. 3. Be optimistic in dealing with challenges. It is inevitable that we will come across people we do not like. Some people lose faith from the slightest conflict, either considering their friends worthy or their efforts unnecessary. In reality, life is filled with disappointments, so we need to maintain optimism in our hearts and be less demanding of others. Often, we too quickly reject others for their inadequacies. But if we have a little more compassion and help them instead, everything will change for the better. Hence, a life faced with optimism will be much more beautiful. 4. Strengthen our morality. In getting along with people, we need morals and ethics to sustain us. In getting along with people, we need morals and ethics to sustain us. The higher our morals, the nobler our character. When morality is the foundation for all our exchange with others, our virtues will naturally be noble and pure. Therefore, in molding ourselves, we especially need to improve our conduct and strengthen our morals. We should not be making demands on other people because it is always better to demand more of ourselves. Now, Master Singh Yung summarizes, as Buddha always does, and as he did in the sutras summarized in the Dhammapada. Master Singh Yung is now summarizing this in a nutshell here. In order to establish ourselves in society, besides good health, it is imperative that we polish our wisdom, disposition, thinking, and ethics, diligently strengthening ourselves so that we can bring our abilities and capacity into full play. Folks, these are the challenges we expect you when you sit down as a man in the dignity, in the grandeur of being a man, in the splendidness, and you sit down in the elegance of being a woman with grace. These are the great thoughts. These are the great reflections. These are the great meditations which should occupy your mind as a great human being. Namo Amitofo.